Guys, I have something important to tell you. The mainstream media is messed up again. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Guys, I've spilt the tea again. Hello everyone, I'm Gavin, and welcome back to another video. Now, in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at something that happened recently in the real existing world, because, you know, I get out of my room, like once or twice a week. So I'm sure you all are pretty familiar with this name, and if you are not, then you have been living underneath a rock for the past 5 years, or 4. I don't know and I don't care. But I'm sure all of you have heard of the name James Charles, but he recently went to Birmingham in the UK, and the result wasn't very good, according to some news outlets, apparently. On the screen right now I've got Daily Mail, which I'm not going to show yet. I will save that for a little bit. But what I'm looking at here is the mainstream media has taken someone who's very successful and has attracted a large group of audience and makes him sound like a nobody. Now, they must have changed the heading for the news article, because it's a lot different from what I've seen in previous videos that I've watched on it. So the UK news outlet and the mainstream media have made James Charles's new makeup palette revealing and his new store revealing in Birmingham sound out to be like it was some
mass cult experience.
And they call him a non-existent nobody, but in the same sentence say he has 8,000 screaming fans at that meetup. So the news article just isn't very bright, in my opinion. And another thing we can see in this news article is that they seem to hate James Charles for some reason, I guess. I mean, I've never met him personally, I don't know if I ever will, but from what I've heard from YouTubers that I've watched before is that he's a very nice guy and he's not a bad person at all, but these mainstream media outlets make him out to be some sort of
mass demon problem.
People in Birmingham aren't treating it very well. So apparently the 8,000 people showed up and they had a whole grid shut down, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it took people a long time to get home. Some people got out of their cars to walk home. It wasn't the prettiest sight. Well guys, I apologize if my camera angle has changed. My camera just fell over because my tripod sucks. But back to the topic at hand. Basically, the mainstream media over in the UK has made James Charles' new palette and store revealing made to sound like he shut down a whole block and clogged up traffic on purpose, like he planned on doing that. But he just had a meetup and a lot of people showed up, and people driving home, the traffic was so bad apparently that they had to walk home. They had to get out of their cars and proceed to walk home and just abandon their cars in the middle of the road, which I don't think is a very smart thing to do. And there's a lot of like live news outlets that are completely taking the piss out of him and stereotyping him as, you know, oh, if I was looking for advice for makeup, I would go to a girl for it instead of a guy. And when you think about it, they're just completely taking the piss out of him and stereotyping him so hard that it almost makes it just so awful. It doesn't almost make it awful, it makes it awful. And in defense of James Charles, these news outlets, they just need to shut their mouths, and they don't know what they're talking about at all. They're taking someone who's more successful for them, has brought in an audience for themselves, and have done really well for themselves doing what they enjoy, and they're just knocking it out like it's some sort form of bad thing when it's not at all. Wrap your head around this. Come on, news outlets. So what I'm going to show you next is the actual news article and the comments of it, because boy oh boy are they worse than the article. So as from what we're seeing, they have completely changed the article heading to US makeup vlogger and his 8,000 screaming fans bring Birmingham City and Center to a shock standstill with extra police drafted in amid crush fears as he opens cosmetics store. Now, as you probably could tell from reading this and what I told you before, they make it sound like it's such a bad thing, when in all of reality, it really isn't that bad of a thing. It's not that bad. I mean, sure, the traffic came to a standstill and no one could get anywhere where they were trying to go. But I mean, it's what happens when you have that big of an audience and you go somewhere where you don't even live and where your audience maybe doesn't even reside, and they still, 8,000 people were attracted to see him. And I'm sorry if I'm far out of frame, I'm trying to scroll through my laptop here. This comment from Pundy123. Yes, but within the he umbrella, there's loads of different genders. There's 76 genders in total. Don't exactly understand what you're trying to portray here. Now this comment might be more sensible. How many clicks and physical copies does the Daily Mail get /sale daily? Because the videos of this unknown US vlogger gets 5 to 15 million views each. I think he should be making a video saying virtually unknown British newspaper covers my visit so they can get more clicks. Now I 100% agree with this comment from Jorge Vamp. Good for you, sir. You have brought justice to a cause that I don't even know. Does no one go to work or school from Deb? Yes, people do go to work or school. I don't know if you didn't know that for some reason. From Honest John. Birmingham kids must be very bored if this excites them. So, as you guys can probably tell, the mainstream media has turned something nice and normal and not anything bad into something that's apparently a big deal and is not a good thing. If we go over to some of the news things trashing him for it, let's just look this up quick. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I'm really bad at looking things up. I can't seem to find the videos of the actual news stations complaining and trashing James Charles for no reason other than for the reason that he attracted an audience of 8,000 people to this meetup and opening of his store in Birmingham. And the mainstream media just likes to take a lot of things and twist them into their own perspective that gets clicks and turns things from something that's normal and good to something that seems like it should call for a
Mass extinction.
Now guys, before I end this video, I just want to let you know all about my upcoming schedule for this YouTube kind of thing. I'm planning on doing some sort of flip-flop schedule. I don't know, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm working on a video right now on a YouTube channel that I watched a video on it. And it's a great video. I can't wait to show it to you guys, and it's going to be epic. And I just want to try and get some more stuff done and see if I can push some really... Sorry guys, my trash camera stopped recording. So I'm going to try and work out a schedule, and I want to try and get better quality videos out to you guys besides those gameplay videos.
Let us
and I
go.
do know that you guys do enjoy them, seen from the like to dislike ratios and the views that they get. But I want to try and get more videos out that you guys will enjoy and that are fun to watch. And I tried this one because it's a different kind of video, and the video that's coming out next week, I've been working on it for almost half a week now, and I think it's going to turn out really good, and I really hope you guys enjoy. But yeah, besides my schedule and other videos, if you guys did enjoy this video, please consider dropping a like rating down below. It'd make me really happy. And if you guys are new around here and you'd like to subscribe, please feel free to do so. And besides that fact, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I will see you guys, all you guys,